lot of people are saying to me, I don't know what you're hearing, but I hear from a lot of people are saying, why is there no news on Nebraska's coaching search? Well, part of the reason is Trev has to be very careful,
of course,
to give Mickey a shot. What if it leaked out that he had talked to Lance Leipold, which is that's not happening. I mean, Lance wouldn't let it happen, but or leaked out he talked to Bill O'Brien.
That's the thing, though. What coach, whether it's a head coach or a coordinator in Bill O'Brien's shoes, would let that leak out?
Not right now.
Exactly. So, right. What do fans expect?
I don't know. I hear it on our message board.
It's ridiculous.
Husker Online. Why is there no news?
Because it's the middle of the season, and coaches are trying to protect their, I don't know,
because there's no news.
Legacies here,
right? Well, yeah. I mean,
reputations a little bit.
Yeah, that for sure, Jake. But also, well, I guess that's what you're saying. But the players are their focus. I mean, players have to be the focus.
Like, you can be obviously you're not you. This is, the fans are selfish and wanting to know every sort of conversations ever had regarding the coaching search. But yeah, think about if you're a Kansas Jayhawk player and you heard that Leipold had spoke to Nebraska.
Oh God!
And you're having this epic season. You're 5-0. You got College game day at your place. You've experienced success you haven't had in a long, long time. That would suck. That'd be really unfortunate. So Husker fans out there that want news and what's the update? I mean, you're gonna have to be patient. I know you want something every day. You want gratification on this, but you're just not going to get it until the end of November.
Well, and a lot of the reason you shouldn't want a bunch of leaks and stuff like that is because of Mickey. I think Trev has to be very fair to Mickey Joseph and let this play out, right? Right?
Yes.
I mean, Mickey,
it's fair to him. It's fair to the entire program for that to play out like that.
Look, we all know Mickey Joseph is an excellent recruiter, okay? I think a lot of people know he's a good coach. He's a good football coach. Now, receivers coach. Mm-hmm. Now he's got to take a big jump. If he's got to lead a program at the Power 5 level, and that's a complex job, okay? And lead is the key. Lead. He's got to be a leader, not just of 18 receivers, of 150 guys on the roster and 40 staff members. Now, that's a big difference between leading a room of 18 guys, receivers. You understand?
Yeah.
It's very complex. He's got to lead.
Well, he does. And let's go back to Saturday for a second. And this is a coach that's still young in his time as being a head coach. Nebraska won, but there were some mistakes. I mean, Nebraska was penalty plagued. They had 12 penalties in that game. Okay. Plus, go back to what we said was a terrible decision, which was putting Chuba Purdy in to replace Casey Thompson inside your 10-yard line, which resulted in a strip sack touchdown.
It was one of the worst quarterback decisions I've ever seen in covering Nebraska football.
And again, when you're making your second ever time as a head coach at the Division I level, yeah, you're going to make some mistakes, and that was a huge one.
Well, but on the bright side, now as far as those penalties go,
yeah,
you might want to check the penalty numbers nationally.
Okay,
the 112th ranked team penalty-wise, because they're getting penalized a lot, is Alabama. Alabama gets penalized a lot because they're aggressive. Nebraska, some of it was just aggression.
Okay.
Mickey pointed that out yesterday. I mean, he wants his guys to be aggressive. Alabama's a heavily penalized team. They have been. This isn't the first year. There was a couple years ago, they were the most penalized team in the country, or close to it. They get penalized.
I would argue that they have elite talent to overcome the penalties, typically.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska's...
I don't think it's about that. I think it's about aggression.
Well,
it's about aggression.
I think it's not all that, but
you don't want 12 penalties a game.
Right.
Yeah, it was getting pretty bad the other
night. Like you say, I mean, you can say all you want about Alabama. I'm going to say 12 penalties are 12 penalties.
Right.
And if you're not going to overcome that with first round talent everywhere, I'm sorry. I'm going to fight back on that one.
Well, you don't need to apologize there.
Thanks,
Sparky.